Whoops, forgot to turn that off. Hello, hello, and welcome. Thank you for being here, and I'm going to be signing off. Take it easy, guys. How you doing, Dream Watcher? It's good to see you. We're playing a little bit of Disco Elysium today. Story-based. Let me turn my music up here. We're looking at the good old-fashioned title screen. No! Is it muted now? Can you hear me? No. Oh. I am in this house. Oh, gotcha. Sorry, I didn't realize you could hear me. I was still futzing around with the settings. How you doing? Oh, gotcha. My bad. I'm also noticing didn't save. No. Unfortunate. I won't say catastrophic though. How's it hanging, man?
Was there anything else?
Nah, not at all. We're just getting started. And I am prone to having a
Of course.
technical difficulties at times. I do appreciate you, making me pay attention to it. But yes, we have had a little setback, but we're gonna have maybe we're gonna have different dialogues tonight. Since I didn't save it properly before I left. Yeah, what's cracking? Hey, how's your day been going? Mine has been long, although it's very sunny out, and I did take a nap on the way here, so I'm trying to reboot my brain while doing this. You know what? Let's stare at a wall. Kim hates this.
Ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Yeah. Why? It's a wall. An ordinary wall.
Why must we stop to look at this wall every time we pass by? We have business to attend to.
Good. I'm glad. Hey, when you put a bid, did that go through, or? I know that the stress of buying a house is quite a lot. Next Friday, god damn, that's huge. Congratulations, man. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, I don't have random disco music this time. Yeah. Hell yeah. The disappointing part is they have a disco ball and no karaoke. I'm disappointed in you, Gart. Disco sounds really good. I've actually, I can't really say why, but, like, the theme of this game has really drawn me into, listening to disco music. And, yeah. Listening to Russian disco is a little strange.
The bed is still cold from the broken window.
You think
Not
so?
too inviting.
I mean, right
it's
now,
yours. You've
maybe I'm
earned
a little
it.
behind, but I know the 50s is kind of coming back in vogue. So, like, if we keep going a decade every, 4 years, I think we'll hit the 70s eventually. Maybe we'll start with the 50s.
The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes.
Oh,
and
yeah,
try
I have
your
an
hardest
existential
to fall
crisis every
asleep.
time I go to bed.
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay.
I mean, think about it. Like, disco
half
dancing
aware
is kind of like an
of
evolution. It's
yourself.
evolved into other different kinds, but... Oh, that was me? Yeah. I was actually about to say that I hate the limbic system's voice, but thanks for that.
You're not cooperating, brother man.
Brother man. Why?
It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it.
One of these days, I'll
Your
try making funny
belly and Your
voices.
sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
Apparently, my guy here is just not in a happy state.
There's a lot of it, ever present in your organs. It's like every one of them has their own nasty song to sing. Every cell in your body is moaning in agony, asking, what did we ever do to you?
Yeah, let's not blame somebody else.
Now, you're finally thinking about something other than yourself. Let's see how far that'll get you.
I mean, if I'm, you know, thinking about my cells that are complaining, I am thinking about myself. Actually, quite thoroughly. I'm an artist, and liver damage is my art. See, my character's not the kind, like, he'll admit his mistakes, but he's not, like, self-depreciating and self-hating. Express 0 home.
Now you've gone off the rails, baby.
There you go.
Now you're stuck sitting here by the tracks, admiring the wreck around you. You just can't help it, looking at yourself. The sum total of your accomplishment.
Ancient Reptilian Brain is the first voice I heard in this game. Needless to say, it was a startling awakening.
You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people, really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
Yeah.
Sure you do. They're all so friendly, aren't they?
People are beautiful, statuesque, parodies and tragedies of themselves. A great democracy of creatures.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
I like the Ancient Reptilian Brain.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Well, so what do you think about this game so far, Tree Monster? It's a, maybe you've been taking periodic looks at it, but I don't know. I'm thinking this is a game that's great and engrossing to me, but I'm kind of curious as to how other people look at it. I look at the YouTubes, I get a lot of likes on it, but, well, a lot. I get a handful of likes. More than I usually get. How about that? But I also get dislikes, so there's that. Yeah. All right, Kim. Good morning. Good morning, Kim. Who are these people?
You look like shit.
Thanks.
And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
No, you don't. You look like a young god.
It's on the inside. Never gonna get this cave solved. Say nothing, just flex. Yeah, that's definitely the case. But I mean, here's the thing. Like, from start to finish, even this game is disjointed because it kind of drops you in. You don't remember anything, and you're piecing it all together. I mean, I'm only right now just kind of piecing together my identity, and now we're kind of going into our past.
Oh god. It's the fucking muscle thing.
Oh, come on, Jean. It looks like it's been a rough week on him.
It's not just this week. What you want?
Okay, so this guy is cool. He stands there like a statue, an angry statue, and he does not like you.
All right, spirit decor. Let's do it.
You know
Yeah!
what it is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just ask him.
See, I like this doing it multiple times and getting different results. It really changes the flow and direction of the game.
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
Another life.
From where? From another life?
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the... To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality?
41st?
Okay. That's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere.
Long, meaningful look and ads.
Somewhere good.
Let's talk more about... Kim, who is this guy?
I'm not getting involved in this.
Valuable.
It's not my style, he thinks, glancing at the man in sunglasses and the woman beside him. Oh boy, they're mad at him. No wonder. He just doesn't recognize them.
Yeah, let's talk more about this hypothetical 41st station.
Okay.
Yeah, let's fantasize about that. He blinks aggressively. I'm not busy. You're not busy. So let's just play around. This guy's an asshole. If he was my partner, I don't know. No wonder I went by himself. Maybe he's jealous of Kim. Do you have a crime to solve?
Oh, no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work.
This isn't helping.
Yeah, she seems well, very much not horse-faced, but, at least, you know, reasonable. Because this game is kind of ridiculous. So what would our relationship
Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment?
Seem like a cool guy. I'd love to have you. You're a bit of a drag. Kim's cooler than you.
I'm sure he's fucking flattered. But Kim is not part of this thought experiment. In this one, we're partners.
The lieutenant is silent.
Seem like a bit of drag. No offense, but I could do better.
None taken, my friend. None taken. Let's be honest. There's been some purely fictional talk in our imaginary station in regards of who'd even be worthy of your partnership. And the conclusion is that a man with your caliber should form his own one-man policing unit. Anyone else would just slow you down.
Yeah?
You're not going to believe this, but police officers. Yes, sir. Solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and get this, and not getting that drink on at 2 o'clock.
Hey, just because I get my drink on at 2 o'clock does not mean I can't do cop stuff.
Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lang.
Who the fuck is Far Out Son alone?
Oh, it's you, you eccentric genius. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you.
Want to tell me more about him or her?
Not even a little bit.
It's an urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I say, it's just an urban myth. You are not the son of Lang.
He's trying to protect you from further rough handling, dished out by this sunglassed man.
See, as harsh as Kim is, he does have, like, if he had voices in his head, like we do, he'd have a high empathy. At least he's showing such.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
It's a mere second, but it feels like you saw something. A gram of compassion in that sadness.
Okay, then, see you
Watch
around.
out for yourself, loser.
That voice, so very familiar. Did you hear it when calling to your station and reporting your badge missing?
Yeah, your voice, I recognize it.
Oh, really? I wonder where.
I lost my badge recently when I called in reporting it missing.
That's the where you remember me from?
Yes, I haven't seen you before. Oh yeah, I have a bit of memory trouble.
You don't say. Goodbye then. The voice thing was a coincidence. Run along, asshole.
Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41.
That was pretty weird.
Right?
Guess it was kind of weird, yes. No, this whole interaction was perfectly normal. Frankly, I'm way past caring or wondering. I guess that was kind of weird.
There's something missing here. Something you can't put our finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy, and you'll probably get laughed at. But still.
You know, there's kind of something to be said about these mystery games, especially these isometric ones, whereas we have the perspective. I feel like I've kind of figured this out, but now we're kind of guiding the character into figuring this out too, and trying to see where that goes. I was thinking the same thing. I should just ask him for this from the same station.
Yes, just cross it off the list. It's probably not true, though.
What? Hey.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
He said, looking, he was really having trouble believing this shit. Look, I just have to ask, are we from the same police station?
I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say?
Yeah, probably not. I don't... Okay.
Okay?
Jean, he said okay. Give it a rest.
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind, not a cop. Go on with your cop work. Don't let me stop you again.
Esprit de Corps, you didn't mess me up. Huh. Got some questions for you. I'm a cop.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like?
Man, Don's trying to be real. I don't know, you tell me.
I don't know. A sad stack of shit next to someone far more proficient?
Now will you answer some questions for me?
No.
Don't you have to?
No, he doesn't.
If I wasn't clinically depressed, I'd burst out laughing. But I'm gonna go with no right now.
If you don't want to answer questions, maybe you want to hear me say things.
Actually, I don't want to hear you say things.
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things. I want to hear you say things.
Hear that? He wants you to say things. Say one.
I'm convinced. We had a point where it was like a major part of the investigation where authority just straight up failed me. I'm afraid you have no say.
Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your head.
He was shot and hanged.
You think he was hanged as a cover-up? To hide the shooting?
Basically, yes.
Okay, well...
That's it. Hey, why am I telling you this?
I don't know. Why are you?
You know what? It must be because he's buff. He looks like he works out, like he's got the devil on his back.
One-track mind, physical instrument.
Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it?
All right. I'm gonna get assigned to a new partner, because that guy... No. Oh, wait, shit. I gotta pay for my, No, I don't, actually, because I kind of know the future here. We actually got to the further area. Since I don't really have any leads here, or any direct leads, other than, you know, possible apocalypse with the military trying to murder everybody. Yeah. I think we're just going to head to the new area. To get the water lock, I think they called it. I mean, this game is really cool. It's like in its character development.
Panel with loose wires dangling out from the hole where an indicator light used to be, and a mechanical lever sitting in the middle. You grab the handle and pull the lever up. As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk. Then, the water lock starts moving.
There we go. But yeah, it's a, how it kind of like goes through the stories and stuff, and I wonder if my stats are different, if this, like, actual achievements get that much more different. Like, would it vastly change the control group? Like,
okay,
let's say...
if we ever need to get to the coast, then this is the way. But please, contain your wanderlust for now. I don't want us to get sidetracked, not with everything that's going on.
Focus on one thing. Achieve it, then the next, he thinks. That's the task chain.
I like how a spirit decor is just a, identifying what Kim is saying. But yeah, as I was saying, finding all these, what was I saying? How different it is. This game is terrible. You know what? You feel bad that I like it. Well, I only feel stronger because of it. How you doing, Vox? Good to see you, bud. And I kind of like the approach, like how much different it's going to be this game is if you go through a completely different route. Like, let's say Right now I went through the physical route. I haven't really got through some, you know, violence is the answer solutions. Or not too many, at least. But let's say I decide empathy is my top stat, right? And I try to empathize through everything. Like, how much different is the story going to be? Are the characters' relationships going to be different? How he approaches problems? Is he going to just, like, make everybody guilt to the point of, wind is corralled by a 4-story building around the yard. Huh. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like doing a, no, don't talk to Kim. No, not now. Nothing. But like getting one of those electrochemistry runs, where you just basically do all the drugs. This game is fantastic. And one of those, I don't know if this is up your alley, like playing-wise.
The wind whistles through the skeleton of the small house behind you. There's desolation everywhere.
But I'd be curious to see if you do end up getting this game and playing it, Vox. I'd wonder how much different your playthrough would be from mine. What happened
in this yard?
Small building, a flock of gray swallows takes off in the distance.
Someone thought they could have a summer house in a bloc obscur for cheap. It didn't work out. They abandoned it about a decade ago.
Oh. What's a bloc obscur?
A black bloc. A part of the city left unrenovated after the war. Or one that has fallen to gang violence.
Oh.
Or has become inhospitable in some other way.
So this part of the coast is a bloc obscur?
Practically, it's not an official term in any way, but look around. No sewage, broken power lines, crime, drunks. Life is tough in the blocks. It's no place to build a summer house.
Maybe left something useful behind.
Yes, for you to pick up as part of the Jamrock Shuffle.
I like how they have me running around and picking a bunch of crap up is actually part of the story.
It's not meant as nagging, just an observation.
We should move. I don't think we will solve the murder with forays into the urban hinterland, at least in this phase of the investigation.
But I do like how my entire district is punctuated by the fact that we're kleptomaniacs. I'm gonna put some points into Inland Empire. I need my imagination to be stronger. I'm still mad at my authority. A music collection? Oh yeah. I bought me a boombox.
The portal reel is... You press the large button marked Commencer, and the tape starts spinning. There's a small delay before the song starts playing.
Okay.
It sounds like someone's moving in the room, getting comfortable. Then the organ starts playing, a simple, melancholic tune echoing in the hallway. A lone singing voice joins in, telling you about the tiniest church in Cessons, surrounded by even tinier yard. You almost feel the seaside mist on your skin. It's mega sad.
Mega sad.
Within seconds you know, this is the one. The real shit you've been looking for. The one you trust your room to that
Got your
Claudia
ignorant
told you
initial
about.
impression.
Perform it.
Some sort of tactics game superseded by a deep immersion writing. Yeah, but this isn't even a tactics game. It's actually, if you take tactics out of it, it's entirely out of deep immersion through writing. And it's basically a narrative adventure. And your like narrative choices dictate your actions. Oh, yeah. I hear you. The real shit you've been looking for.
A click, then silence for a bit. Then the tape stops spinning.
Sing this.
Of course you could sing this. You could take sad to a whole new level with this. And you already know the lyrics.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a million times. Yep, they're all here. All 3 verses.
Which kind of a and I think Baldur's Gate is somewhat similar too.
The instrumental version.
All right, I'll finish talking and I'll finish my thought.
The world itself is telling you to do it. Only one obstacle stands on your way.
What?
Gart. You have to convince Gart to let you sing karaoke in the whirling. After you've won him over, you can express yourself. Let the pain out. Make everyone understand. The lieutenant looks at you as you remove the tape from the boombox. He doesn't say anything.
But yeah, as I was saying, the fact that it's narrative game, and it's very the birds in the birch trees, barely audible coos from above. Yeah, gets away with a lot. Yeah, that's definitely true. Exactly, but it's also there's a level of I don't know. I don't want to say precognition, but it's like detail put in the game that you can actually make these vastly different decisions based off the narrative choices, right? And it completely alters the way the game goes. Just rocking a boombox. Breaker box. Defenses. Children play on them now. Concrete defenses. Because, yeah, it's like even the narrative of trying to, like, figure out what your name is goes through the whole game. Like, yesterday, we've done this before, but we can actually, like, try to figure out what my name is. And I can decide to actually just give up my old name and try to find a new one. I don't know if we're going to be called Disco Supreme or anything like that, but I kind of like the name Harry Dubois. Or Dubois. This entire place is semi-French themed.
The carriage lies half submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the Elysium Ocean. Only the cabin top, rear wheels, and the engine remain visible. It must be cold and lonely down there, in the icy water. The seawater
I also
has
like how the
already
wheels are
started to
no
corrode
longer
the metal
facing
works.
straight.
Remember the tire tracks in Martinez? This is where they were leading.
So this is where all the tracks were leading to.
It appears to be so.
There's a peculiar look in his eyes as he inspects the wreckage. Let's investigate.
I agree. We should definitely investigate.
You get a sudden sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark, cold water.
What do you make of this?
The logo is too deep in the murky water. You can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish float by.
Although, if you're looking inside of water and see one of those monstrous monkfish, you're pretty far out in the water.
The
Those
motor
things are
carriage is
huge.
properly stuck in the ice. Getting it out would require a team of specialists. A single day in the salty seawater would ruin most vehicles, but this one looks worn even in places the salt water hasn't touched it. Rust, moss, and sea life have already claimed it for themselves and initiated a slow decomposition process.
Which, I like how my endurance dictated the endurance of this car. What should we do?
Let's wait for the low tide and see what's inside.
I'm gonna take.
I don't know. An hour or two, tops?
How long's it been?
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
Which we did
As
see
you
this
sit
yesterday,
down in
but
the old rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. The hinges creak under your weight, dangerously so. Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky.
yeah, forget
echoing
this. Let's
like
say,
distant laughter.
hold on. It looks
Ice
very blue.
cracks around the blue motor carriage in the
Yes, it does.
Well, thank you. What's your favorite blue thing?
Let me think about it.
Of course.
spit flies from your mouth to your
I like that I
moustache,
failed that.
your chest, the ground before you. No sound, though. The lieutenant must think it's rather funny. He smiles and quickly turns away.
Let's just keep going.
That's right. Just keep at it. It will come to you.
With his lips puckered, the lieutenant lets out a beautiful, melodic trill that puts even the insulindic thrush to shame.
Which, I mean, the way he just hears a whistle and decides that it's
You hear
going
the
to
sound
shame a
echo
bird.
on the large body of water. Clouds race across the spring sky, and suddenly you just feel better about everything.
I would love to perceive the world as this writing perceives it.
The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed.
So, but your dad also, you know.
My dad and mom are both half Seolite.
Oh, so both.
Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
If you have to side with either Strikings or the shipping company, who would you choose? No, no, no. Yeah.
God, I hope so.
If I put enough time, I could turn myself into a living weapon. Then I wouldn't even need a gun.
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
Can you make out the mark? Is that a number on the side?
Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for?
Small fish, this one. Has a rank of underground racing. 41, huh? Street racer. Oh, God, no.
I'm sorry, Harry. I'm so sorry.
I like how he knows my first name.
41. Precinct 41. A massive pit opens up in your stomach, and the most terrible feeling comes over you.
I also do like how he's sorry because he recognizes that I'm coming over it, or realizing what's happening.
You feel like you're about to faint and fall off the swing. Your hands get clammy, and the air tastes sour to breathe. Oh, God, Harry. Oh, God, Harry. What did you do?
And everybody decided my name's Harry.
No. Just nope. Say no to this, Harry.
No, no.
Yes, your car is in the sea. Face it, so we can start dealing with this.
I like his approach. Oh my God, it's mine. I drove my car into the sea.
I'm afraid so, yes.
Yeah. Oh, and
Looks
morale
like
damage.
you drove your police motor carriage into the sea after you jumped across the canal.
Maybe I was in pursuit of someone.
Of whom? I don't think so. If anything, you were probably drunk.
Just because I was drunk does not mean I wasn't pursuing somebody.
Probably. Try definitely.
You stay out of this electrochemistry. You did not help. You can still fix it.
That is very unlikely. All the electrics are toast. That goes for the electromagnetic steering and brake systems as well.
Electromagnetic steering.
You'd be lucky to find one undamaged component in there. In a few months, there will be nothing but rust left of this vehicle. It'll be cheaper to buy a new one.
Jeez.
Well, not cheaper. This motor carriage costs 40,000 real. But in the long run, it still makes more sense to buy a new machine than try to refurbish this.
Yeah. I couldn't even pay a hostel bill.
Let's face it, this is a substantial loss to your district's budget. I mean, my station only has 4 other vehicles in addition to my kinema.
Oof. They're not going to take me back after this, are they?
People are more valuable than machines. Training a police officer is even more costly.
Oh, you're just being nice.
People, yes, but not you.
Half-Light, come on. The badge, the gun, now this.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and doesn't say anything.
Yeah, that's fair.
There is also a 4th thing you've lost.
Fourth thing?
More precious than the gun, the badge, and the motor carriage combined. Lost forever into the deepest of seas.
At least I can see what's in there. I think he's talking about my memory or dignity. I'm not sure which.
Yes.
Credibility, maybe. Perhaps this isn't a boombox material. Is this the point now where I just start taking a whole bunch of drugs and then decide that I don't need to deal with my problem? Get my badge. Get a good coat. I am going to hang on to this coat, though, because visual calculus is incredibly useful. I do like the shivers, so I'm going to walk around with this coat on, but once I get into investigation mode, I'm going to wear this. Well, nice. Here we go.
A police badge on which you see the photo of a man. You. Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
Found my badge.
At least something good came out of all this.
The badge in your hands. I actually like the small detail that they always put in the end of the sentence. Like, you know, I have the badge. They give me a description on it, but like also just like a little blurb of just like where it came from. It's like, oh yeah, it has a little seaweed. I mean, it's a small detail, but we can probably interact with that.
Encased between 2 durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information. and a watermark in the shape of the street grid of Revachol West. You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue, and, in the lower right corner, your precinct.
Name Harrier Dubois.
Harrier. That's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Evrard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't.
Wait, what kind of name is Harrier? Yeah, so you can actually not accept your name and just be something different.
It's a wartime name. Revolutionary. The kind mothers give their sons during troubled times. Like Undying or Boxer or Ironhide.
I don't know anybody named Undying, but I would love to meet somebody named Undying.
It's meant to keep you safe. From bullets, hunger, shrapnel, kidnappings, and worse.
All right, that's my
Pleased to
name.
make your acquaintance, Harrier Dubois.
He's not going to call you Harrier. He'll keep calling you officer when he's angry with you, and detective when he's not. The badge in your hands shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information.
Lieutenant W. Freighter. The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant. The title of Freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your case, captain. You have declined twice, thus you're W. Freighter.
Declined?
There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's décomptage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors, out of respect.
Which actually, I know that we've gone through this dialogue before, but I don't want to skip over it because this actually creates dialogue options further on. It logs what information we have already gone through and adds that to the future dialogues,
And
which is
sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank. In your case, lieutenant.
Heavy-duty case-solving machine.
What's a decomptage?
Décomptage is the hierarchical system employed by the Revachol citizens militia. It means counting down to twos. The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, and then a captain. That's basically it, except for a few kinks.
What kinks?
Kinks like satellite officers and the additional freighter rank I already explained.
The long and short of it is, you're his superior.
I am not following your lead, man. We're of the same rank?
No, I've been putting up with you because despite an unconventional approach, you are doing good police work.
There we go.
It matters more than driving your motor carriage into the sea. And now we've even found your badge.
See?
He trusts you, for now. Try not to spoil it.
I thought my rank was drunk.
Yes, apparently you've had a rather successful career in the past, and this leads me to believe maybe your current situation is only temporary.
I'm afraid there are no ex-alcoholics. That's not fair. I don't want to get better, I want to get worse. Thanks, that gives me hope.
Good.
Yeah.
Such a small yet precious thing. Expensive paper caught between thick plastic, like a fly in amber. The man keeps winking at you with his green-gray eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that.
How old?
8, maybe 10 years.
People can
The
change a
guy
lot
in
in 10
the
years.
picture is rather good-looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns.
And he's winking. Why?
What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression, although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now.
The bags under the eyes. He looks so tired.
It looks better on him because he isn't in as much pain while producing it as you are now. Although there's already a hint of that pain, certainly. Don't be fooled. The bad times have already begun. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
Okay.
4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of Lieutenant W. Freighter. A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been doing well then.
The pain in your chest tells you you were working yourself to death to earn that rank. The case created a lot of edge you have to take off. The death march really gets us going.
Come on, electrochemistry.
A lot can happen in 4 months, especially in winter. The winters are never easy on you. Of that you are sure.
Fair enough.
That's just the serial number. Revachol, Jamrock, Precinct 41, with some numbers thrown in there for good measure. Yes, it's the designation of your precinct. 41. Like mine says 57. The 57th is mostly industrial harbor. A lot of asphalt. The 41st is...
What?
It's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is.
It's no wonder you are like you are, he thinks. But then again...
I like how a spirit decor actually just lets me hear what he's thinking, or what I think he's thinking.
But then again, it's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdiaeva.
Berdiaeva.
He knew all those people, although they're not from his station. They must be big.
Yep.
The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it.
Well, we know who we are. Hell yeah. Harry Dubois. The scroll wheel here needs a little bit of work. I'm going to be honest. No. It doesn't stick. Bah. Alright, let's actually look at my spirit decor. Maybe I want to put a little more love into this one. It has been helping me out, is the very spirit of policing, the Kopfgeist. It enables you to understand your blue-souled sisters and brothers, not only by picking up subtle signals from your partner, but by witnessing flash sideways scenes as they play out in your precinct. At high levels, you'll be the very heart of the police force, not only willing and able, but obliged to take a bullet for your partner. However, without a spirit decor, you'll be flying blind, unable to understand discreet remarks colleagues make, and in high-stakes situation, remarks that might just save your life. That's cool. And I feel like despite his superstar cop mentality, footprints lead away from the accident. But yeah, his superstar cop personality, I feel like, he would be pretty grateful to his partner. He's, Kim here is actually stuck up for him more than, his actual partner, as far as I know. In fact, my actual partner is kind of an asshole. Cool breeze. Enough to make the wall planks creak. Oh yeah, I forgot the stupid bow tie. We're putting that shit on. We need a sense of drama, folks. There's no downside except for the dignity destroying a, bow tie. I hate bow ties. Light the room. Why is there just a random chair in here of all things? I mean, I guess you appreciate a chair. Oh, hey, Death and Parts, how you doing? Bow tie and drama. Good to see you, bud. What's been going on? We've been redoing a little progress that I didn't save yesterday. But we're getting it done. We'll make real progress today. Oh, whoa, hey. Yeah, we're actually getting quick travel, which is impressive. What's not impressive is the fact I still don't have a goddamn map. Wear bow ties? Now, is that something... Name one person you can take seriously with a bow tie on. I feel like a bow tie is basically interview suicide, in a way. Just work, been trying. Oh, no kidding. Nice. You doing some 7 Days to Die today? Life in the North, washboard scrubs with filth and from fabric. Pee Wee Herman, do you... Look me dead in the eye and tell me you can take Pee Wee Herman seriously. Thick. Thorny pass through. Really? A Wild West mod? That sounds actually really fun. I'm going to put on these pants I found in a random barrel. They actually look pretty cool. Nice.
These are some wonderfully regular pants. Not too tight, not too loose, moderate in every sense. You'll blend right in at some pleasant dinner party.
I like regular, normal things. Wait, oops, it's a fashion faux pas! No, I like normal things.
I know you do. These Inter-Isolari pants are like wearing a perfect compromise in your nether regions. No one will call the moral intern on you like this, that's for sure. You're a little more moralist now, buddy. A little more normal, even if you didn't want to be.
The achievement was, I'm the world's most laughable centralist. Yeah, I know you could look me in the eye and say you take him seriously.
Makes sense. This is what wearing boring office trousers does to you.
Although, I would totally love to see. Like, I don't know if it's ever going to happen. In fact, I don't even know if Pee Wee Herman's still alive. But kind of like Robin Williams, right? How he did, like, you know, his, what is it, 24-hour photography movie? Where it's like, you know, drop dead. It's Robin Williams, but he does a super serious movie. Plays the villain, no less. No, okay, well. I suppose that's about as serious as you can take somebody. Nice. Russ. So what's in the Wild West mod? Ah, hello, fellow hobos. What can I do for you? As I walk into your house. And steal 65 cents. Construction material. Whoever planned this left in a hurry. Oh wait, that's Kim. Don't talk to me, Ken. Huh. No, actually, I find things around my neck is repulsive. Like, I actually take a real tie. That's basically a social noose. I'm basically hanging myself with structure. I can't do it. A button-up shirt's about as far as I go. But I look pretty snazzy in a button-up shirt. Oh, yeah, okay. I will not call Abigail, thanks. That's your name. Don't call Abigail.
The noxious odor emanating from the drunken man is strong and familiar.
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail!
Who's Abigail?
Uh-huh. Abigail. Don't you fucking call Abigail.
A Wild West movie. Oh, that's kind of cool. More present now. Similar to like it was before with the bears and wolves. Oh, was there more wildlife before? That's kind of cool. Just kind of a restructuring mod, basically. The Wild West. Huh. That's cool.
Never thought you'd see such a thing in your life. But this guy's a little too drunk.
Well, that's what you think electrochemistry? Thanks. Tell you about your friends.
Don't you fucking call her! Hear me!
In every world. What's your name?
Don't call Abigail!
Where am I?
The man hiccups, then mumbles something unintelligible.
A early game bear. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, but then again, isn't that the thing? You see a bear, you don't want to fight the bear. You want to leave the bear as far as you can. Or do they not stop pursuing you? Kind of like the zombies.
There's no use in yelling at drunks. He's barely holding it together.
The drunk man starts coughing, a really disgusting, hacking cough. He does not sound well at all.
Yeah.
I'm called Abigail.
See? I believe a couple days ago I was this man.
Hey, tequila!
Idiot Doom Spiral. A 30-something man clad in a two-piece lycra tracksuit puts down his pilsner and extends a hand in greeting. Yes. All right. But at night, sometimes you run into it. A bear, your character can't outrun. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. And then you find the bear can climb.
Good to see you. how's business? How's the whole reality situation treating you? So what's happening?
Wait, tequila?
Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the, high-concept, reality-based adventures proceeding?
Good. These people know your true name. Looks like it has preceded you, Mr. Sunset. More on that later.
Sure. Not too hot. I'm on a 50-year losing streak. Reality makes me aggressively sad. Don't know. People tell me I'm a cop. I'm getting used to that. Re-entered reality to conquer it, to bend it to my will. I am the law.
That's the spirit. I used to shape reality into my image a long time ago.
They will destroy the
Those
whole
days are over
building.
now.
I like that. I mean, I wonder if it's kind of like the Kool-Aid Man. You try to like lock yourself into a concrete building, and then boom, they just go through the wall. Those days are over now.
Sadly, things aren't going that well in Idiot Doom's Spiral Land. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies.
Oh no. What's a Tequila Sunset you keep saying it?
It's you. You're Tequila Sunset.
How do you know this?
We've met before. Don't you remember?
No.
Aha. Do you want to know how Tequila Sunset came to be?
Absolutely.
Tequila Sunset. Something ominous there.
Fills me with foreboding. Maybe I shouldn't. No. Tell me. I can face it.
Let me take a sip to moisten up my chords. Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday. And by Tequila Sunset, I mean you. The man, the myth.
Wait, did we meet on Friday? Was I alone?
Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. This is your story. Stop interrupting. You got here on Friday to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz. Because as far as I know, all you did was get piss drunk. Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer, and that it would be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head right in front of them.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty high concept, if you ask me.
Sure.
Does that sound like something you'd do? Yeah, probably.
Come on now.
The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can.
What happened then?
It was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were getting our drink on. Nothing
Moribund
remarkable about
alcoholics, I
this.
like
We
it.
get our drink on 24/7. Makes everything warm and glowy. I trust you know the feeling.
Which, I mean, I've had, parties like that where you could just keep learning information as you go on. It's not a good feeling all the time. It's like, I don't remember anything about that night. What the hell happened?
One moment we hear the sound of a motor carriage revving up somewhere on the plaza, followed by a series of dings and bangs.
Do you remember the sound of wood cracking? The billboard?
Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair of ears. That's just the reality we're in.
Naturally.
Anyway, there was a brief silence. A gasp of silence, if you will. Followed by a real commotion. We heard the carriage careening towards the coast at top speed. Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the jetty.
Are
Never
they?
underestimate the speed of an alcoholic.
I mean, I know a lot of them are contractors, so don't really have that I'm part of a company mentality, but...
3 men are standing
they just going
on a
slow?
wooden platform extending out from the shore of a dilapidated fishing village. Their cheeks red, spirits high, bears in hand, eyes glazed over.
I like that, Shivers. They don't even bring the box to the door. What do? Just kind of throw it on the lawn and run? What? Okay, that's ridiculous. Do you have a long driveway?
What we saw was a sight to behold.
That is
a
really
beat-up
ridiculous.
police carriage containing you. Right there on the beach. You revved the engine and screamed at the top of your lungs.
You live in a... Okay, that's pretty fucked up. I mean, they're just literally putting it in a place where it's going to get stolen.
The time hath come, So, naturally, being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come. To which you replied, "The time hath come for tequila sunset, the end of all things."
Yes! That's messed up. I'm actually getting a little miffed about the whole package situation. Where I live right now, due to the enclosed apartment things, I can't actively get packages here. And yeah, honestly, it's a continuous problem. But it just seems to be getting worse and worse. It's more dignified that way. Yeah.
After which, your reality contracted. You jammed the pedal, plowed right off the jetty, and through the ice.
The muscles in your right leg tense up.
Yep.
Your hands cramp on the steering levers.
We ran towards the ice, whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt, covered in seaweed and shit, like some kind of sea monster. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying.
I'm still kind of early game on day 3.
Your uniform were in the car. It was too late to get in there, though. The carriage had sunk too deep.
Yeah, it's a. I'm kind of early. Day 3. I've dried up a lot of my leads, but I've unlocked a new area, so I'm kind of talking through a bunch of people. I failed a bunch of rolls investigation-wide, and I followed a bunch of dead leads. But I actually suspect that as it's kind of goofy now, it's gonna get like more and more serious as the game goes on. I'm assuming it's gonna get pretty fucking epic. Because yesterday we found out that the guy who was lynched was PMC, security guy, right? He was killed, but his other 2 PMC buddies are having like a tribunal, thinking about like destroying the town in a blaze of glory. Sending soldiers and killing everybody in the Union, which I assume they want me to stop. Mr. Tequila Sunrise here. Sitting on the beach crying. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform, it was too late to get in there, though. The carriage had sunk too deep.
Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us, which you naturally agreed to.
Naturally.
What else was there to do? Thank you, brothers, for your helping hand.
Oh, okay. I'm actually behind you there, electrochemistry.
We asked about the whole tequila sunset
Hell
thing,
yeah.
and you told us it was your name now and insisted that we all call you that from then on.
So, is Tequila Sunset an event or a name?
I'm not sure. I think you were the event. Tequila Sunset. You know, as opposed to a tequila sunrise, which is long gone.
Huh, sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I agree.
How long do we party for?
Hours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then, at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and wanted to talk about Revacholian women.
Of course you got No!
How they're beautiful.
Killed
and
my
also
morale.
Whores and so on. How one of them fucked you real bad. After a short while, you crossed the event horizon, looked sullen, got up, and left without saying anything.
So apparently, I mean, I can't know because my character's memory is like an oblivion, but I'm piecing it together. Apparently, this guy was a good cop, got in like a, relationship, either divorce or a breakup or something, and his life has just gone downhill, and we're just like, he went on a drinking bender when he should have been solving a crime.
Wow, that's quite a story.
Yeah, I bet Tequila's a fucking legend around the precinct. You must be proud to work with him.
Sorry, Cam.
If you only knew.
Haha. Did I tell you anything specific about the person? No. Actually, that act might be important to learn. Get a read on what cop I was? Did we talk about politics? Is there anything about the case? Anything about my colleagues? Yeah.
You were pretty vague about it, but you kept saying you got fucked real hard, and that we've all been fucked too.
Okay, great.
Please, don't open that door.
Inland Empire, don't be a coward.
No one's fucked me. I do the fucking around here.
Thanks, Rosemary.
Abigail.
Okay.
It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, I'd say you're still working through some shit.
You're very astute for a drunk. Yes, actually, but not just lost his memory, he obliterated his memory. As in, he did not remember he was a police officer, he didn't remember his name. I don't remember why I'm smirking, but I cannot and will not stop. And I have all my points of view here. My stats are all individual voices talking to me in my head, but don't actually seem to have control over me, which is interesting. Losing anything else?
Beside your gun and your badge, you said something about your hope or heart or something. To be honest, the details are a little hazy. In retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too? That's a big one.
Yeah. What kind of cop? That's not a good,
You told us that they were a bunch of fucking losers whose main interest was cramping your style.
It's more like you were cramping theirs.
Yeah, that's fair.
No specifics, though. It was more about you that night. You were the star of the show.
Alright, I've heard enough.
It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past. That's why I avoid mine at all costs.
Alright, Doom Spiral. Seem like you're characterized by your storytelling ability. Want to tell me another one sometime?
Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller. Right. Why not? Better than a beach bum.
Tell me how you became Idiot Doom Spiral?
It depends, really. Are you willing to help me out?
My boss dude partner? Are we talking about Kim here? Or the main man right here? No ID, rather be a beach bum. Hey, man, I gotta say, like, you know, sometimes, like, fuck it, this is my new path in life.
The gleam in his eyes and the slouch in his posture is so incredible.
If it didn't have the, you know, crushing depression attached to it, I honestly think, like, that ability to just slew away your past and move forward. What do you need?
Booze. Did you already forget our party? The thing I relayed to you earlier. So, have you got anything for good old Idiot Doom Spiral? A bottle for a story. Seems fair to me.
I don't have anything on me right now.
Then I will see you again once you've procured some. Par exemple, my good friend Rosemary here sells all kinds of stuff.
Do you now?
All kinds, sir. Beer and wine.
You too, Tequila Sunset.
I like that. We're sticking with Tequila Sunset. I have a new moniker
Good to see
now.
you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
Good to see you too, friend.
So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also have speed.
Woohoo! 300?
Speed, I mean amphetamine.
Amphetamine. Quite the business venture. Why?
See, friend, it's real valuable. Worth every real, if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of a business venture.
Okay.
You know, it's funny, actually.
Oh no, this might be lengthy.
He's finding it difficult to focus his watery gaze.
What is?
What?
Ha! Forget about it. I just want the spirits.
Oh, yes. The
I'm not
spirits.
paying 300
Now,
real for
300 real.
Let's get him a Pilsner.
Bottoms up, Captain.
Thank you.
In the civilized world, it's a custom to tip the shopkeep, friend. But come back anyway.
It is not accustomed to... My guy is broke, but I stole an object and I sold it to a pawn shop. And I got $50 for it, so I feel a lot less broke.
Tequila Sunset.
And I do have some view from previously. Basically, I know where to get free lodging. So that's a plus. Brought you some booze. Will you tell me what your name now?
Of course.
There, I got
Drinks
Pilsner.
first, story later. Not much, but it will do.
Sorry.
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
Don't call Abigail!
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. My actual name is George. But around here, you already know. I
actually like these three guys.
A reasonably high net worth individual. A founder / junior partner at a high-concept creative services agency. When my
Creative
story
services.
begins, I had just landed a major contract with an insurance firm.
Go
I
on.
used the profits from my agency to finance what I called a cultural incubator. Abstract value generation, value per person,
very.
high concept stuff. I
Probably made a lot of
developed
money,
the
too.
paradigm, worked within the paradigm, but the burden of leadership weighed heavily on me. So I went jogging every so often to keep myself sane.
I can relate to that. Except for jogging, I tend to walk. Wait, how many people does you have working for you? Did jogging help?
It did. With my trusty Sansariq tracksuit, I felt like I could conquer the world.
Okay.
But now dreams are worn thin, much like my tracksuit.
Shit-stained pants. Why did you shit your pants?
One day I left on my evening run. As you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your pockets.
Okay.
His eyes are clouded, his dilated blood vessels encircling his irises like stinging brambles.
Interesting.
So I removed the key ring and put the keys for the front gate and the apartment into different pockets to stop the jangling, you see? At least, that was the plan.
Okay.
I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality situation became very wet, very quickly.
Okay.
I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the key to the front gate. I'd mixed it up with the key to the letterbox, which was useless. Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down because I slipped and landed on my ass.
All right.
Ouch, indeed. Reality was looking rather grim just then. Me lying on my ass in a mud pit in the middle of a heavy shower.
Yeah.
But when life knocked me down, I always got up.
Okay.
So I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I realized that I'd also forgotten my apartment key.
Gotta be shitting me.
I wish I were, Tequila. I wish I were.
Wait, he's homeless because he forgot his
Instead of
key?
my apartment key, I'd taken the key to the office.
Okay, so what happened next?
I rang my neighbor's buzzers. It was late, and most of them didn't even answer. Those who did assumed I was trying to sell them something and hung up before I could even explain the situation. People are naturally wary of ad men, you see.
Yeah.
One moment someone chats you up, 5 minutes later you've bought a box of edible lingerie and a strap-on. I don't
Okay.
begrudge them, especially since I was known to be one of the best.
Okay.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Empathy.
Just then, I experienced a moment of clarity. I still had the key to my office. I could wait out the storm there.
Okay.
But when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my producers to change the locks that day. And since
Are you
I
serious?
hired only the best, he'd already done it, and I couldn't get in. Anyway, long story short, life spiraled out of control. I haven't gotten into my apartment for years, and my girlfriend left me because she didn't want to date a homeless man. The company, well, you see where I'm going with this. So, now you've heard my tragic tale.
He's homeless
What do you
because he
think?
couldn't get into his
Like
apartment.
nothing you've ever heard, huh?
That's it. I feel there's some steps missing. I hope it caught for a few days now. Doesn't seem so bad. The bright side, got one hell of a story. You do realize all of this is your own fault? I literally can't believe it. I feel like I'm missing steps.
Tequila, I've thought about this series of events for a long time.
Valid.
If there was anything else to it, I would have thought of it by now.
Why didn't you go to the authorities?
Well, at one point they came to me, but, you know, I didn't have any ID on me. So they tossed me in jail for 2 days. I can't say it increased my faith in the RCM. No offense, gentlemen.
Yeah, okay. Look at the bright side, you got one hell of a story.
Yeah. Maybe I've exaggerated certain parts over the years. When you tell a story too often,
I'm a
it begins to
skinwalker.
take on
What's
life
your
of its own.
where'd you get that one?
But what matters is that it's
I'm,
true to my subjective experience.
Dansky actually
Anyway,
died a long time ago.
that
I'm
was all the
mimicking the
story
voice
one
in order
bottle
to
gets
attract
me.
people nearby.
Almost empty, this one.
Oh, okay. Why do you keep losing all your stuff?
Good fucking question, Tequila. If I knew the answer, you think I'd be hanging out on a beach in this formerly premium but now extremely dirty two-piece lycra tracksuit? I used to own my reality situation. My business buddies and I had our own creative services agency. I had a nice apartment, an even nicer piece of ass. But somehow it all got away from me.
Because he forgot his keys.
Now I can't hang on to anything. Just last week I stole this nice new jacket, but then I lost it too. The only things I haven't lost are these two drunks.
You of all
Valuable.
people should empathize with this. Perhaps this lost jacket is something you could help with?
Yeah. Hold up. What's this about a lost jacket?
Tequila, it's a verifiable tragedy. It was practically brand new. Sure, it didn't really go with my lycra threads, but it did itch a lot less. Say, you're a detective, right? Maybe you can help old Doom Spiral out. Solve the case of the missing jacket. What do you say, Tequila?
You're asking a police officer to help you find a jacket you stole and then lost. Okay, sure. Where'd you lose it?
If I knew where I lost it, don't you think I'd have it?
Valuable.
I mean, maybe I was up by the boardwalk, or walking along the beach, or checking out the abandoned fish market.
It's a lot of places.
Somewhere north of here, that's for sure. You could ask around, see if anyone's seen it.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
I'm all ears, Tequila.
I'm out. Okay, I bought a decent story. A ridiculous story, no less, but I'm happy for the story.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old. The other one looks indistinguishable from him. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
Just hanging out there.
The kids don't reply, absorbed in their little game.
You guys look identical.
The stone-kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if that's something to be scared of. The obvious fact that you just stated.
He looks just like me.
Yeah, I said that.
The boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both of their hair is covered in some kind of dirt. The rock kicker was just being shy, but now he's enthusiastic again.
You're bad with kids.
I am, yes.
Don't worry, everyone is. How about we do some police work now? We're not getting anything here.
Okay, fine. Humming Frere Jacques.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
Then how does she know you're here?
Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
What he said, we're cops. We don't cause trouble, we take care of trouble.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago.
Can you imagine
You
a
also
town
came
where it
to
hasn't
take
had
care of
police
trouble
present in
then.
12 years?
Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
Wait, I've been here before?
No, not you personally. I meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another, locked himself in that woodshed over there.
Oh.
He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place, somewhere more quiet.
Yeah. Why hasn't anybody told me that?
Maybe they are afraid.
Why?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here, as long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then, because that's the kind of fishing village we've built.
I like this village.
I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage, and not a lot of houses, or a lot of people. My kids are long gone, searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at
I feel
me,
like she has a wooden
Rembrandt.
leg.
What brings you to us?
Where could somebody stay around here?
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack.
I don't know if I can afford another place to stay. Wait, how much is it?
I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
Wait, you're just giving it to me?
That's exactly how they get ya. That's why we built our own cinder block houses on the seaside. So we don't have to give money to those crooks. We might not look like much, but they are ours.
You got yourself a tenant.
Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the police.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
He's a little relieved you're no longer in that room.
Yeah.
Yum yum. It's not a shack, nor a room, nor a lodging. It's a spiral staircase disappearing into bliss. Empty bottles on the floor. Maybe some baggies.
Easy electrochemistry. It's further down the coast.
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
Oh, why is it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
Oh.
She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking.
I feel like I get the feeling you're leaving stuff out. What else is going on?
Well, there's that music. Music from across the sea.
She scoffs.
It started a few days ago, and now it's blasting, even through the night.
Interesting.
And now, suspicious-looking people are sneaking around the church. I don't like that.
What else is down the coast?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
Anything else of note?
Of note? The old fish market up on the boardwalk, but it's closed.
Okay, got it.
As I said, it's a peninsula. There's no one there, just ghosts and vagrants, and teenagers making out.
Do you know anything about a lost jacket?
What do you want with a lost jacket?
That's an excellent question, ma'am.
That's for me to know and you to find out. No. There's an honor in retrieving lost things. One of the drunks lost his, and I agreed to look for it.
He probably pawned it for booze and then forgot about it. You know how drunk men are.
I do.
Are you getting a reward for it at least?
No.
What? You're fetching someone's missing laundry free of charge? Do you not have anything better to do?
In fact, he does.
Yeah. Okay, Cam. I get it.
None of my business, either way. How you spend your hours is up to you.
Thanks, lady.
Anyhow, you might ask Lillian if she's seen anything lately.
Okay.
That girl's got a way of attracting lost and broken things.
About that. Goodbye. I'm off. Well, tell me about yourself.
No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie.
So, Isabel Sadie? Or is it her just first name is Sadie?
Now it's your turn, Mr.
You can call me Tequila Sunset. Double your freighter Harrier Dubai.
Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. One of them double.
I have a double title. Okay, what do we got here? I got items, postcard, tools, nothing. Alright, let's talk to Isabel here. Oh, wait. What are these doing in the fish? I do want these boots on my body, though. Perception? Composure? Nah, perception's more important.
Hi, officer.
Hi. And the key? Still don't know how to pronounce that. Overturned boat, sword, and scabbard.
Factory balanced. Bakelite and stainless steel.
I like how that was a hand-eye coordination.
Anything I can help you with?
First question. The first is, what's your name?
The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions. What are the other ones?
Huh. Or someone. Maybe you can help. Doom Spiral. Needs his jacket. Have you seen it? Nice sword.
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks, mostly.
That is imposing.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation. From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
That's valid.
What makes you think we haven't? The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and too dull for that.
Yeah, that's true.
That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Like anyone falls for that.
Yeah.
That does not go for real men. It does not go for you. Show her. Show her the wonder.
Behold! One of my favorite lines so far. Don't you like it?
Sure. It looks as if you could face down any horror in the world with that same unchanging grin. It's like a shield.
It's also very astute.
The traces of her laughter are still there. In her eyes, fading fast.
That's where all the men know.
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Ah. Hey, why? If they're thick-headed. Oh, where's your husband now? Ah.
The harbor seawall endures the wash of the freezing waves. Many things wash up against it and onto the beaches of Rivershore. Some inanimate, some just no longer alive. You shudder.
He disappeared? Sounds like a missing person case.
It absolutely does not. We are not going to look for him.
Come on.
No. There's nothing to find. He's dead. Lost to the waves.
Oh.
He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty.
There's a couple of
Bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later.
There's somebody with fish hooks in her ear.
Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
She really likes those muscles, though. It's in the way she pronounces sinewy.
Death is nothing. I shit on death. Yeah, time is a really good
Us
cure.
working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
No.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her.
Interesting.
She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
All right, idiot Doom Spiral over there needs his jacket. Have you seen it?
Remarkable. That one already lost everything else, and now his jacket too. It's a good thing, too, that he has an actual police officer looking for it. Good old Doom Spiral. Upper management to the core.
That's right. No one plays Johnny Jacket. I find it. I keep it. No. Collecting evidence to charge him with petty theft. I don't really know why I do things. Everything just happens to me. I was helping out a stranger in
That's
need.
sweet of you. It really is. I check around the abandoned fish market on the boardwalk.
Okay.
Drunks are inexplicably drawn to markets. Might be why they have such trouble staying in business.
Huh.
If one of them lost something, that's as good a place to start looking as any.
Yeah. Kim's presence makes it awkward, and you don't know a good spot yet. Okay. That is a big minus. Look for somebody. Maybe you can help?
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
I'm looking for a missing cryptozoologist.
I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate?
Look for animals who are hard to find.
Aha! Like snowmen.
Snowmen? I haven't heard about those.
2 old guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like.
Wait, the like? Wait, where'd they go?
Don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen?
That's it. I'm not looking for anyone else right now.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
Well, is that your boat?
Sure is. The Sun, I call her. Coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday.
Yeah.
It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue.
Sunny days? Catch a snowflake in your palm?
Aye. Sunny days. You got a problem with that?
No, ma'am. We have no quarrel with sunny days.
Good. It would have been bad news had it turned out it wasn't a sunny day. Bad news for the skiff, bad news for the nets, bad news for the kids.
Yeah.
There's a moment's silence. She looks at the slushy snow melt on the yellow belly of the boat.
When do you think the boat will be ready?
In time, when the sea turns and the winds settle, she will be ready.
Okay.
Waves wash the sand. A skiff moves across the mirror-smooth sea, far away from here. A lone passenger, a fast sloop in the distance. White sails.
That's awesome. What do you do around here?
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff.
Oh, is that enough to make a living?
Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
Hey, what have you given up?
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once. Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
Mines. You need mines.
A mine? The RCM could use a mine.
Well, the RCM has to wait for another one because some army folks came by, took it in the middle of the bay and blew it up. The blast was surprisingly timid for such a huge spiky thing.
Spiky? Must have been a naval contact mine.
Huh. Alright, be seeing ya. Planks creak beneath your weight. Ladders leads to a school of fish swimming around the kelp. Which, I mean, I understand the boat getting most of the fish, but I mean, if you can't get on the boat, you might as well fish here. Or catch something. Yeah, I hear ya. I wonder who Kumo's parents are. Can't see into the house from this angle.
The door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted.
Well, let's unlock it.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangement. But just so you know, after we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the whirling in rags for the night. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
Thank you, Kim.
The key turns with a satisfying click. You can enter the shack now.
Nice. This is actually kind of homey.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, adorned with the expression.
I like how I don't have to dig deep or anything. Oh, is this a meal?
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
I am not killing the mutton chops. Shaving the right
The
call.
water reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic.
Gigantic.
You'll be looking like a pansy without the chops. A fucking pansy.
Yeah, physical
A
instrument,
fresh
you got
start
this one
looms
on.
ahead. Clean yourself up and be born anew.
No. The chops are mine. Old science fiction magazines, books about birdwatching, an almanac from 39. Dirty.
A brisk coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally, the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum. The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ears. Outside, it is cold and windy, but you're inside, and it feels safe and warm.
Yeah.
What is this place to you?
I knew where I could silently sit and drink and die without looking at the waves roll in. Forward base for the coastal part of the operation. It's free. It's good enough. I could live here. Looks like this is my new home. Wonder where the old one went.
Westward, across the canal, towers the whirling in rags. Door number 1 on the second floor is locked. Behind it lies a trashed room. 1 floor below, behind a counter, stands an irritable man. In a small shack in the fishing village, a baroque heater hums quietly, emanating a sense of comforting warmth. A wash basin lies on the table, the water inside reflecting the somber face of the world.
Nice.
Far away, on the corner of Perdition and the Main, a nondescript building, obscured in a haze. It's vacant and lost, just like its tenant.
Interesting. Thank you. Strange sensation for a fair assessment of the current situation.
Outside, the howl of the wind has picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice.
I like that it gives you an option to like go back from the decision. Like this is a concrete character defining
Look
decision.
under the floorboards.
Okay. What's under the floorboards? In the church? I cannot look under the floorboards. Interesting. I like that. You got like a wood stove. I mean, you really have everything here. A little bit of electricity. Oh, what's this? A Koro Rev jacket? What the hell is this? A swanky checkered jacket flatters your form in a way that makes you feel the fun kind of serious. It really has nice roomy pockets too. I like how it increases my oh Jesus. Nothing goes good with this damn tank top. But I need my physical instrument strong. Hey, Cam. So I hear a cozy sound of some kind of heater sputtering. Wait, I leave the heater on after I leave? Does this guy have no respect for electricity bills?
Yes?
Oh, okay, let's go. Adieu, hi, Indung Sudarang. Okay. Hard to see the details. The color is all warm, welcoming, cozy. Feels safe and warm here, not like the outside.
Hello, mister.
Hi. Barely 4 or 5 years old.
She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around.
What's that?
It's a grouse.
You might be able to get on Gart's good side if you replace the broken skewer you almost certainly broke.
Can I have it? I know someone who really likes stuffed birds.
Sure, just go and get it. I don't like it anyway. It looks angry.
All right. You just need to grab it from the ceiling and go.
Sure. I'm not stealing it. She literally... Well, okay, she's a kid. What are you holding?
It's Lammy. He's my friend. Sort of. Like...
Fuzzy piece.
Lambie is a stuffed lamb that, admittedly, has seen better days. One of the eye buttons is missing, and the fur is tattered in several parts.
He looks soft.
Yes. Very soft.
Press your cheek against Lammy.
Isn't he soft?
Yeah. Rose white fur against your cheek, then returns the lamb to her lap, cuddling it. Aw. Are you Lillian's daughter?
Yes, I am. Little Lily. You know my mom?
We met earlier.
That's nice. My mom is great. She's never angry or anything.
Wow. Are the twins outside your brothers?
Yes. They don't want to play with me.
Oh.
They're older and play outside. They look the same. Sometimes I can't tell them apart.
They look identical, right? I said the same thing.
They look identical. Oh, I had gloves. Very big ones. Heavy, too.
Where did you get these gloves?
Found them when Lemmy and I were playing hide and seek. In an empty house. Where no one lives. I think someone hid them there.
She doesn't want you to think she stole them.
Okay. Where are the gloves now?
I hid them. The twins were going to take them. They're stupid.
Okay. Looks in the one remaining eye, as though searching for confirmation.
We're going to need those gloves. It's for important police business.
Last two.
Oh.
Her and the important.
They're in my sandcastle. Behind our house. Under the sand. You can break the castle. It's not very good.
Well, thank you.
Bye!
What a nice kid. Industrial coal pellets burn with an orange glow. Coal pellets? Interesting. I mean, I guess it is winter, and coal's kind of, you know, consistent and very hot. Maybe I should ask Lillian about the grouse. I shouldn't just take it. I could also just leave.
Weather has not been kind to Lily's little sandcastle. The once mighty towers are quickly eroding away. You can see something shining back to you from what must have been a vast underground catacomb network.
Broken.
The little castle? The reigning lord must have come upon some really tough times to let it sleep in such decrepitude.
Reach the cabinet and pull out the shiny object.
The walls and floors give way to the giant's greed, collapse and present you with a pair of ceramic gauntlets.
Congratulations. That's the gauntlets down then. We're doing good on the armor collection front.
Yeah, we gave away the boots, because, frankly, they were gross. Here. Oh yeah, what did bum gloves? Electrochemistry? Nah.
As you fold your fingers into a fist, you realize you could knock anyone out with one punch.
Damn right.
The white ceramic gloves wrap around your digits comfortably. Your movements cause tiny little clicks, like dice rolling somewhere far away, as the plates reorient to your motions.
Interesting. Like a cop ought to be. Just to protect me from harm, not to show off. I'm not going to say that. Future armor, like a cop ought to be.
The hardened vitreous enamel, at once sleek and light, adds a glow to your cheeks and a spring to your step. Just imagine what a full suit of this stuff could do for you.
Hell yeah.
You really do feel more confident. Invulnerability does that. Even partial invulnerability.
I want the full suit. Gear could line my pockets with cash. Oof. Sought after enemy technology. I can't just enjoy it. I must study it. No. Here I come.
Are you sure you're correct there? There was a helmet too. 3 pieces more like. You were ambitious.
Yeah?
It may be a while before you have all the pieces. In the meantime, you should analyze the armor. Figure out its vulnerabilities.
We're probably going to need that.
Remember, this is a highly specialized kinetic redistributor meant to stop bullets. Wear it. Observe its properties. See if there's a weakness in the design. For the day you have to fight someone covered in the same material.
Valuable. In fact, so valuable. Fairweather. Yeah, so this actually I like how these do give me bonuses, but they also give me, while I'm thinking about them, they give me a minus. Yeah, it really hurts to punch armor. A sword wouldn't even leave a scratch. A bullet would bounce right off. Still, there must be some flaw in it that would allow you to stand your ground against a dangerous enemy technology. You just have to figure out what it is. Possibly beating yourself while wearing it? Shooting yourself? Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna wait until I get a upgrade point, and then I'm going to... Oh, I did. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna straight up internalize this. Nice. Past Dan has helped me. Or Dansky. So, take stuff bird to guard. The jacket. Oh, I lost my opportunity to think. It's down here. Idiot Doom Spiral. You know, the more I think about it, the more apt that name sounds. Wait, where are you going? Okay, interesting. Now we're kind of in a new territory again. Rear tire of a motor carriage adorned in reeds. You'd think there'd be more bottles on the beach, especially one populated by drunks. You should come back here when it snows. A strange feeling. It passes quickly. Okay. Keep that in mind. What? A kick drum pulse. The music is coming from somewhere on the ice. On the ice? On the beach? God. You feel the shadow of a very large building fall on you. Dusty pews in the shower seem missing. Alright, I remember I needed the crowbar in my hand. I wonder, is my guy left-handed? Do I get a minus by trying to be left-handed? Read St. Brun. 1147.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
Interesting. All right.
The padlock passes through a staple that's been hastily attached to the wood. Closer inspection reveals that one of the screws is not a screw at all, but a nail. The work has been done recently and is unprofessional, to say the least.
Okay.
Nothing happens, only the sound of the padlock rattling against the door.
I don't think that's going to work.
High above,
thanks, Kim.
The wind wraps the church in its rush, cold and wet from the ocean bay. It parts around the massive keel-shaped roof, like a test tunnel, washing both sides, the way it has done for 340 years. The wind keeps its distance. So should you.
What's this feeling?
There is a hole in my heart.
The lieutenant looks at the padlock. He didn't hear you asking. You were quiet enough. This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow. You see a yellow circle with 2 X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before, but what the symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy. The curve makes it smile, and the X's make it dead.
Have you seen the symbol before?
He takes off his glasses and uses a blue handkerchief to thoroughly wipe them clean before inspecting the sticker. Then he looks up, pauses, and replies.
No. Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency.
Okay, what's junior delinquency?
For Revachol aussi, the moral intern defines junior delinquents as minors between the ages of 10 and 16 who have committed an act in violation of the law. These acts aren't called crimes as they would be for adults. Crimes committed by minors are called delinquent acts. This was part of your officer's exams.
You do know that I've forgotten my, history.
I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth.
No.
There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb.
On the cover.
Voila! Looks very modern. The carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. 2 large beams shoot downwards, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold. The surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch. Feels exceptional. 300 tons of pine would fit together seamlessly.
Hell yeah.
It's old too. Cut and carved many centuries ago.
If you really think we should get in there, we need to find some other way.
Should we start with a kick drum from across the ice?
Yes, the pulsing bass. An indication of junior delinquency.
Which, I mean, if they're 16, I mean, you know, you could be a older teenager. And I guess not a junior delinquent, just a delinquent. A dead phone, smashed receiver. Looks like someone hung up too hard. Someone must have worked hard to smash the plastic dome. Still can't pick crap up. Interesting. Whoa, hold up. Maybe I need the bag in my hand to even consider picking them up. Turns out that is not the case. Very well. We should come back when it snows, it suggested. But it's an interesting suggestion. Like, what... Oh, hold up. What difference would that make? Mazout. Okay. I seem to remember that means off. Who the hell is this guy? Long, dusty windows. Hi.
And Mikhail noticed the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side. This was to deal with.
Old man stands next to his son, pointing to the weather-worn ruins. He sees you approaching and smiles.
You officers, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez? I'm Khan Hylostam. You must be Kim Kituragi, right? I was just telling my son about this building. Not a lot of people realize the historic significance here. Very rich in hypertext.
Hypertext?
Nice to meet you.
Okay. Hypertext?
Yes, hypertext. Young Carp and the collection of cultural hyperlinks.
Huh.
He's just making up fancy words. This doesn't mean anything.
Hey, what was that about the windows before?
Oh, yes. So, Mikhail, they had to deal with monitor glare, especially in the summer.
Oh.
They still had vector monitors back then. That was 49 years ago. So they didn't have windows on the south wall.
Interesting. You and Kim know each other?
No, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of Kim, of course. Mikhail, say hi to the officers.
Child stays hidden behind the hem of his father's coat, clutching the worm-themed coloring book.
Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Grad.
Interesting.
Quite tricky, but he wanted to play this Grad-made adventure program. We've been getting really into worms lately.
That's cool.
But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in 08.
Huh.
We could be standing on what is the most interesting landmark in Revachol West.
This man is your half-brother. You feel it.
Wait, what?
But why?
What's so fascinating? Oh, no. Let's not crap on his history thing. That stuff's cool. You look like someone who has money. No. So fascinating about an empty building.
Aha! But it's not just any empty old building.
His hand to his eyes, springtime sun warming his handsome face. All four of you admire the mural before you.
What not a lot of people know is this used to be the R&D department of Felt Electrical. And Felt, which now sells ink cartridges mostly, was once a top dog in the turn-of-the-century cybernetics boom.
Interesting.
Hold on. What's R&D? It looks old and weathered, with seagulls picking apart its stone and metal carcass. Bushy undergrowth has taken hold of the collapsed rooftop. Some kind of bird has set up a nest on a broken windowsill.
I like how this game seems to have like a alternate direction of technology. Like we got muzzle-loaded pistols, semi-autos aren't terribly popular, or they're very significant, but yet they have cybernetics and computers and stuff like that. And yet, but they're kind of using radios. It's like this weird pseudo...
Apologies,
you know.
It's an acronym for research and development. They don't use it anymore.
Interesting.
You're probably more familiar with RTD, Research and Technological Development.
Oh.
Mea culpa. You are not familiar with that one either.
Come on.
This man is a bookhead.
don't think I've ever heard of this field electrical.
That's not surprising. Only a vestigial ink cartridge and ferrotape manufacturer remains.
Huh.
They started out as a midway electronics outfit in Königstein 2 centuries ago. After an aggressive move to Revachol, Feld became a global player in the emerging personal electronics market of the pre-revolutionary era.
Interesting.
Still, Tricentennial was beating them in business machines. But Feld had an ace up their sleeve. Or should I say, they were developing an ace up their sleeve.
Huh.
I'm mixing my metaphors here.
What was the ace?
It was here in Martinez, possibly in this very building,
I did waste
that
half
they
the day.
developed prototypes for a tape computer.
A tape computer?
Mm-hmm. An elegant folding mechanism of rollers and ferrotape ribbons, portable enough to be a take-it-home solution. Revolutionizing business machines, possibly even bring them to the average consumer.
Interesting.
Which is a feat of engineering even today's giants, Rehm, ICN and ZAM, haven't achieved yet.
Huh.
He assumes something like a combat stance, facing the wind.
What happened?
Indeed. What?
The revolution!
There you go, kid.
Unfortunately, their moonshot project never made it to the market. Feld's move to Revachol backfired. The revolutionary government liquefied their assets and expropriated those very advanced prototypes. Possibly from this very building, or one of the adjacent ruins.
Interesting, if they got him
all
at
of
all.
This was built by Feld, even the boardwalk. Wild Pines built Martinez proper as a resort for their middle management. Feld built this side of town for R&D.
Huh. Saying Feld built the boardwalk? Engineers, revolutionaries. Does it work like radio
Actually,
computers?
no one knows. No one even knows what a computer made entirely of tape would look like. But word has it, they were very elegant, exquisite, alien-looking turn-of-the-century hardware.
I like it.
10 years ago, I did a little freelancing, I guess you could say. I was a special consultant for an exhibition at the Wompty Dumpty Dum Center in Vredefort, Oranje. It raised the same questions, and we had lengthy discussions with Paul Ockerman, who was head curator at the time. This was before the twins Keith and Guy Juice joined the team.
Guy Juiced.
Wait, did he just say Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center? He did it. He said Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center, like it's the most natural thing in the world. What the hell is a Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center? And who the hell are Keith and Guy Juiced?
I like how it's 3 successes.
This is all ninsy-pinsy garbage for sissy people.
Okay, Paul, what are you talking about?
The Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center for Contemporary Arts. The exhibition itself drew on Lagerman's notion of memory, and so there were some parallels. That's why the head curator, Paul Ockerman, chose to...
You're making this up. No. There's no place called Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center for Arts.
Actually, I think there is. No, it's too much. He's joking.
In fact, I'm not. The Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center is a place you can visit if you're ever in Vredefort and are ever in the market for an exhibition space / contemporary art research center.
Huh. This place, ever in...
But perhaps I should return to the tape computers. As I was saying, the device itself was very elegant, fragile even. One could write directly on the tape using a special chemical solution. The machine would then analyze the handwriting, perform operations, and project output onto a white screen.
Interesting.
It was a beautiful, delicate thing.
Cool.
Very, very cool. Though I understand the socio-economic causes of the revolution, it pains me to imagine the revolutionaries setting fire to this precious device. But so they did. The Feld playback experiment vanished into the fires of 07. Yes, the official name of the prototype. Some sources report it as the Feld Playback Experience, but those are incorrect.
Interesting.
Who knows? Maybe it was an accident, or maybe they didn't want the technology to end up in the wrong hands.
Huh.
Either way, they're all gone now. All 3 versions of the prototype. Nothing but debris and ashes remain inside that building.
2 seagulls circle in the sky. You look up and think, really? Or was there a 4th prototype that remains hidden in the mausoleums
Damn
below
right.
Cold City?
We're gonna go.
But of course. What else?
Right. Thank you for all the interesting information.
No, thanks to you for having me and little Mikhail here to pick your brain. A very interesting conversation indeed.
What a nice guy.
You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D.
It's kind of interesting in
a
cop drama.
Used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, "Tomorrow is just a whisper away."
Looks like tomorrow never came.
Well, it's not dead yet. But yeah, it's like, I like in a cop drama, everybody's like duplicitous, has their secondary morals, motive, and all that. But at the end of the day, charges nothing now, it's empty. But at the end of the day, there's some people who are just good people, who are interesting. Nice. I got health and money, or cash and money, or yeah, actually, health and money. The fence blocks the path. When did I take damage? Learn all about it. Although I can imagine Mikhail being exhausting.
The remaining windows rattle from a strong gust of wind. They're covered in a thick layer of grime. They must have been like this for 40 years.
Try to see inside.
Dripping water falls from a high place. All you can see is the shadow of a collapsing staircase.
No, I won't even try. You know, I had a partner once. They called him Eyes, because he had to show me things. It's that bad.
That's brutal. Can you still shoot, though?
Well enough, actually. It's odd how that works. I'm no sharpshooter, but I pass my shooting courses 7 out of 10.
Nice.
His hands lead the way when it comes to that. And his shoulders. It's reflex.
Huh. That's a shame. He has such bad eyes. But then again, he's wearing glasses, which, I mean, I guess it could be one of those things that's just weirdly not common in this world. Wise. Calls become terrible sometimes. Oh, why somebody smashed it. I guess it picked up the thread. Oh, what's this?
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It smells really bad. It's streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket beneath the crust of filth.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you.
I think it's a jacket he found.
I'm sure he'll be thrilled to have it returned.
Thanks. Filthy jacket. Makeshift roof. Vagrants have tried to make the boardwalk habitable. Interesting. I mean, it's an abandoned boardwalk. Coin-operated weighing machine hasn't been used in for a decade. What the hell? Mega Binos prescription lenses. No. Vagrants have reached the painted red tarp. Water drips from it. Interesting. They painted the tarp red? How do you paint a tarp? Oh shit, I should have been carrying the bottle the whole time. Or the bag the whole time. I could have been picking up bottles. What's this? Cement mixer? Oh. Nice postcard. Probably a subquest I'm not following. It's amazing how many quests are wildly irrelevant in this game. Just to the main case. Big wine caster. It's open and empty.
The smell. It's awful and familiar.
Fun. That is awful. What is it?
Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency. That faintly cloying sweetness. Only death smells like that.
Interesting.
Something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear.
Heads up, Lieutenant. Something's not right here.
The lieutenant has already brought a handkerchief to his nose.
Okay. Careful, the floorboards look like rotten and weak. Whoa, we got a dead guy.
A man lies on the boardwalk.
Working class corpse.
His limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle.
Jesus.
Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits.
Looks like he
In his
smashed through his
cramped
leg.
hand, a chewing gum wrapper. Half of his body has slipped between the cracked boardwalk, starting with the right leg. The fall has left him broken, contorted like a sad puppet.
Interesting.
The smell is not as bad as a 2-week-old corpse, but it's definitely heading there.
Hold on.
Bulging eyes stare back at him.
Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is has been dead for 2 days. No longer. We need to investigate.
That's a word. Yeah.
Another dead body. This is your job. Steel yourself. Calm now. Carefully. Just another day. Just another dead body. Breathe.
Alright. Study the surroundings.
There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies nearby. A chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist.
Examine his head.
A dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you?
Just, it's hard to say. No, just the one on the back of his head.
Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the bench.
Oh. Step on the floorboard.
They screech under your feet ominously. It's hard to say whether the dead man's weight was the cause of the boardwalk to break. It definitely looks fragile.
Interesting.
You see waves churning below. Something cracks beneath your feet.
Oh no. Bottle.
A .75 liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. There's hardly anything left inside. It's mid-market spirits with a slight touch of menthol. The man meant to enjoy himself, have a good time.
Tear all around us.
He looks at the other 2 bottles near the coin-operated viewer, then your yellow plastic bag.
I'd prefer if you didn't collect them this time. It's not proper.
Alright.
True. It feels disrespectful.
Fair enough. I like how he saw that in my hand. Examine the chewing gum wrapper.
Rubowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall.
Interesting. Look in.
The blackness of death. Stench. You think you see white chewing gum too.
So I looked into his mouth. Okay.
Confirmed. Nearly the whole pack is there. Solidified on his lower rear teeth.
Ugh.
He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home. The worst thing is, I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario. Even the chewing gum. It's always the same.
Interesting.
The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step back. He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest.
I like how this picture's like watercolored.
The leather jacket suits
compared to
him
some of
well.
the others.
It must be custom made. You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded into 2. His jacket feels sodden and heavy under your hand.
Library card would have a name on it, right?
Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
Oh, okay.
The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the hole. You have to be quite inebriated to fall that bad.
Yeah.
Well over a liter of pure ethanol. 3 bottles of wine or 1.5 of spirits.
Jesus.
His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his mustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze. Height, 170 to 175 centimeters.
There we go.
Curly hair, stout build. Age approximately 50 to 60 years.
Who's this man?
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here. But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
At least this man knew how to party. Imagine the same scene without the bottle. Now that would be just sad.
It's sad with the bottle.
This is an omen, a sign from above. Don't start drinking again.
I have resisted it, aside from licking a ring of rum off the table. Okay, maybe that does count as drinking. He looks like me. Could have ended up just like him, dead on some empty boardwalk bottle next to my corpse. This the demise of a great party beast. The leather jacket, empty vodka bottle. Old drunkard to me. Labeling him as an alcoholic is a bit premature. We don't know anything yet.
Well, at least you're not married.
You don't know that. Ring on the left man's finger, flesh around it, swollen and gray.
What if you are?
Yeah.
But let's try to not run ahead. For now, all we know is that he's an unidentified middle-aged man found dead on the Martinez boardwalk.
What do you think happened to him?
Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive.
Oh, broken boardwalk. It's dangerous. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. What about alcohol poisoning and liver failure?
Some symptoms of acute alcohol poisoning could have definitely played a role here. Severe confusion, respiratory depression, unpredictable behavior. But I think that death arrived through head trauma, not liver failure.
Yeah, right.
It does seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure, although there's still a question of identifying the body.
Yeah, what should we do with them?
From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
Yeah, let's take responsibility. Found him, we should finish the case.
Alright, we should first examine the library card you found. Then we can call the station from my kinema. Let them know we are taking the case.
Which, I mean, I know Kim might not enjoy the fact that we're taking so many cases, but still. What do these look like? Oh, I can't see from my hat. Oh boy. Look like regular glasses. Not party sunglasses. Alright, so we got this. Let's take a look at this library card. Wait, what? I can interact with a coat?
As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound.
Ew. How did this jacket get so disgusting?
It's a sordid, filthy tale, not for the weak. Are you sure you can stomach it?
Absolutely.
Some secrets are better left uncovered. Don't even try. Seriously.
We're doing it. Think about it.
It occurs to you that you're not even holding the jacket itself, but rather the thick crust of jetsam and seagull shit that ensconces it. It smells like a dead sea creature, tangled in grey strands of seaweed. It must have spent quite some time in the water before the tide deposited it ashore.
Okay, but what's the crust made of?
Somehow, it was carried or dragged to the boardwalk. If not by human hands, then perhaps the feral dogs that prowl the beaches at night.
Okay, that's pretty disgusting. I've had enough.
Why? Why did you think about it? Look at your hands. They're covered in muck.
Maybe if I wipe my hands off on my pants. Oh, come on. It
What?
killed my morale?
No. Then it'll just be on your pants. This is a disaster. You'll never get the smell out.
Sorry, composure. Folded library card.
The library card is folded into two and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mejean, expires July 53.
Look inside.
Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of
that's a
books
shame.
written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinton Curve by M. Theobald. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned.
Interesting.
Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too.
Oh, he might be from where I used to live, where I'm currently living.
If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005 02 55211 or visit us at Moreau Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours 900 to 1800.
I think eventually we'll get to Jamrock.
We should give them a call from my kinema. See if we can learn anything about Billy Méjean.
Yeah.
Good idea. There was plenty of information here to go by.
Nice. I like the cut and dry case. Put it on my roster. Dead body on the boardwalk. This is still going. Oh, Wumpty Dumpty Doom Center. -1 suggestion. It's Wednesday evening, and something heinously exciting is underway. People have gathered beneath a billowing roof, oddly shaped trophy building, sipping wine, exchanging opinions. Huh. I don't think I'm going to go for this one. The Wumpty Dumpty.
There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the trash bin. You see traces of mayonnaise and ketchup on it.
Wait, mayo and a kebab? Come on.
Wedge. The wrapper reads, Shish Kebab Revachol. It's hard to concentrate in the smell. The sea air brings some relief.
I think my guy's just walking around this boardwalk like it's nothing. Out of order for years. Messing with the coin viewer and hold on to something. A window's so strong. Okay, fine. I'm leaving. Moonshine probably. Smells like tasty fermentation. That seems kind of out of place with, you know, the corpse smell. I am making decent cash, though. Just picking up random coins everywhere. Is there anything here? No. I have this odd lack of not being able to break into buildings. I mean, I suppose it's called, you know, following the law, but come on. Cool. At least we can call the body in. That's a plus that we can do. I don't think it's wrong to you know, take the case though. I mean, maybe my current partner is a little miffed, because of course he is. There's nothing to click here, huh? Oh, here we go. This is a bunker. These are rusted gears used to turn the whole machine. The building before you housed an engine. Must been a big one. An engine? Really? Chain trails off into the ocean. Who knows where? Is that to pull in ships? Recently discarded. Smells like fuel oil. Can I put this in my hands? No, I cannot. I cannot further interact with it. Let's go in.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
What is this thing anyway?
It's military. A service depot of some sort.
Used to service what?
Probably something that is no longer there.
Looks at the hunching concrete toad in front of him. Interesting visual. Let's try it.
You rattle the handle a bit, then push on the door with all your weight. It does not budge. Not only is it locked, it's also jammed shut.
Huh. Shut tight. How can we get in there?
We don't get in there.
What do you mean? We get into, like, everywhere.
Frankly, you're just going to have to accept the fact that you can't get in through every single door.
I'm not going to accept this. The door can be part of the investigation.
Relax. No one's hiding in there. If we can't open it, others can't either. And thus they can't get in.
With a rueful smile. I am the breaker of things, damn it. Doors will not stand before me. Oh, there we go. Another shirt. A white polo shirt. Wait, I like how wearing a polo shirt decreases one's empathy. I think eventually I'll be able to sell all these clothing I'm not wearing. What else? They're talking about finding all kinds of stuff, and I guess I have, in a way. Oh, bits and knickknacks. Going through here. Cigarette butts cleaned away under the rock. Brand Tuomitri. Someone's made a campfire here. Not long time. A long time ago. Gotcha. I can read, I swear. Rusted broken control box relay tower. Try is too rusty to climb. The sea air is eating away at it. A tie? Oh, a scarf. Oh. But I lose physical instrument. Post trail. I like these post trails, inlets. I don't know what they do, but they're lovely. Oh, hold up. Oh, it disappeared. I just want to see what it looks like. It's like a neckerchief. I guess that really does break down the physical instrument. I've eaten a lot of magnesium. That's a, kind of brutal. Isn't that a thing I can be? Like a magnesium-based life form? Yeah, there we go. No shakes. Ugh. I need to be slightly unhinged so that I can hear the voice of the city itself. So bump and base would be across the water. So I guess we're going this way. Full of holes. Could this post hide treasure? Look inside. Absolutely. Aw, yeah. Potent Pilsner. I'm not drinking again. I think I kind of like being a teetotaler in this experience. Wow, there is money in every single one of these. Magnesium. Cash. What the hell is this? Am I just electing bad luck? Sure. What's this? We got tunes. I guess we go this way. Interesting.
You see that seagull up there? Remind you of anybody?
What? I'm not gonna have a seagull conversation. Kim?
What? Kim? No, it's you. You and the seagull are just alike.
Why am I like a seagull?
Think about the seagull's story. It's one of endurance and adaptation. The seaside was paradise once. They were birds of that paradise.
Interesting.
Then their paradise became shit city. And what did they do? They became urban survivors, eating burgers out of trash cans.
I haven't done that yet.
And eating pigeons.
I don't think seagulls do that.
No time for that sentimental bullshit. They're hustlers, getting shit done. They're one pair of track pants away from gangsters, just like you.
Hold on, have I ever eaten a burger out of the trash? Fucking right, whatever it takes to survive. I am the seagull. I guess I am a bit.
You have. The body remembers.
Oh, okay. Well, fair. I'm still romantic.
Sure, inside. But outside, it's a tough world. You've got to do whatever it takes to survive. And you do. Question is, will you admit that to yourself?
Okay, let me reconsider.
Good boy.
Hey, endurance, don't do that to me. Fucking right. Do what it takes. I am the seagull!
Own it. Steal hot dogs. Shit in the sand. Whatever it takes to keep going.
Hell yeah, we will endure. That's how you, I guess, quit drinking? I don't know. Oh, did somebody balance rocks on here? It's gonna take a lot of patience to do this. Ultimate teenager thing. Made it with pastels. Someone's trying to bring cheer to the world. I can appreciate that. Hi.
A shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Oh. Hello there.
Hi. Wow, it's already 13 o'clock. Jesus.
It's cold out here, but she's not wearing a hat. She must be freezing.
I can offer
Everyone
one.
knows drugs make you invulnerable to cold. You bet this one likes to party.
Your child, it's freezing. Where's your hat?
Huh?
Huh.
Maybe she didn't hear you. A
I
little
said
louder.
you should have a hat on.
So should you.
I do have a hat on.
You don't have to do anything.
No, I am the law. You have to do what the law says. I should, and I do.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Clearly. It's nice. You should wear one too. If you plan on staying outside in this weather. That's all cleared up. I have some questions for you.
Yeah, well... Look, man, fuck the hat.
Okay, that's fair.
Your pulse rises.
Wait, regain authority in her eyes. No. Authority, you're done. Is that language kind of necessary?
I'm sorry I said fuck the hat. I was concentrating on something else.
Yeah, see, she's reasonable. I don't need authority
My
for this
whole family
shit.
swears and it rubbed off on me.
An expression on her face. She'll answer your questions now. What's your name?
A cell.
Her hair is dyed blonde, with dark roots showing. There's a coarseness to her features, some masculinity below that timidness.
So who? I'm not a young suitor. This is official police business.
Okay, it's Burger.
Okay, that's reasonable. What's that device you have?
This is a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still.
It's kind of cool. You're, getting the sound of the ocean under the ice.
Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone.
Huh.
A contact mic records sounds from inside things, like this ice.
Nice. You could maybe bug someone with it. Wiretapping.
How does the thing work?
The mic? I don't exactly know. Somehow it doesn't pick up vibrations from the air. The book said it only picks up structure-borne sound, if you like technobabble.
Oh.
Same place I got the recorder from, the Palaceum.
What's the Palaceum? Yeah, for junior delinquents. Back to the mic.
Oh man, you haven't been to the Palaceum? It's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole.
Yeah?
It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop on Boogie Street in Jamrock. Musicians live there, like real musicians. I once saw Arno van Eyck.
Sure.
Thinking about it really cheers her up. It's a long way from here, though.
Ah. That's interesting. Who is this Arno guy?
Oh yeah, guess you wouldn't know Van Eyck. Or really be a Palaceum going kind of person.
I get down.
I don't know what that means.
I grind.
I don't know what that means either.
It means I'm hip beyond my years. Nor do I, but I have a concrete evidence that I rock, in the form of a wrecked tape player and completely trashed hostel room. Nor do I actually. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Get down, grind.
That's cool.
Ah, okay. She looks like she doesn't know what to say. Ah, you're right. Time has deserted me.
Sucks, man.
Hey!
Was there something else?
Come on, Morale.
About the contact mic, perhaps?
Yeah. Non-mic questions for you. What are you doing out here in the cold?
Recording, I guess.
What is he recording?
I think I'm recording cracks in the ice. But there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that will sound.
Interesting. What happened to the headphones?
My boyfriend sold them.
What for?
I don't know, man. Things. Just stuff you need for life.
Everything checks out, sire.
Are you serious? What are these recordings for cracks and the footsteps?
The musicians in the Palaceum used them for making music. They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard to explain.
Okay.
Anyway.
That sounds cool.
I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be, like, a music place anyway.
The girl is cold all of a sudden. Very cold.
Interesting.
I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
She looks at the recording device. The thing she thought would fill her hours with joy and escape. It's turning out to be an empty fantasy.
Oh, come on.
She feels childish. Very useless all of a sudden. She is on some kind of stimulant.
Are you serious?
Amphetamine or methadone. And its effects are wearing off fast. She will begin to experience more and more valleys now. And fewer peaks.
Take this, you're cold.
No, man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
It's okay.
Okay. Throws you a glance. There, you knew this more than I do.
Thanks.
There, I gave her my hat. I like that hat. It was a gift, but you know what? She needs it more than me. Bit large. Supposed to be a music place. What is it?
That? The boys think it could be a place, like the Elysium or something. Stupid. It's really not going to be a Elysium, that's for sure.
And who are these boys?
The boys?
Yeah. Andre and the guys, they're inside, in the tent.
Oh, some other questions.
Go ahead.
Tape recorder lies in the ice, cracked like a discarded toy. Pick it up. We gotta do empathy.
The device is cold to the touch. An angular Omicron logo adorns the yellow plastic cover. Underneath, you see a reel of tape rolling. You put the device back on the ice.
Come on, empathy. That
It's
was a tough
supposed to
roll.
become like a club for anodic dance music, like that new
Anodic?
style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Elysium. Except that, yeah,
The blown in six-story structure looks doleful shriek.
The floorboards are twisting, and the shooting beams are slowly cracking, like bones. Far east of the Golden Delta, beyond the industrial port, there is a black patch of unlit coast with the smallest creatures on the ice.
Interesting.
There will never be a club for anodic music here. Not in a million years.
Jeez. Did you put the padlock?
no,
No.
not really, no.
So this isn't yours?
It's Noid's.
Wait, is Noid a friend of yours? Padlock on
To
church.
keep more weirdos from getting in. Fucking Martinez. I'm sorry. It's got the worst weirdos. If you get around to it, ask Andre about them, he'll tell ya.
Oh, okay.
Should you? Weirdos. Sounds bad somehow.
Oh, come on. Church to do a club?
I know. It's not my idea. Andre and the boys found the place. It was supposed to be deserted, but now they can't even take it. Hey, don't get me wrong, but you're cops, right?
Yeah, why do you ask?
Okay, well, maybe you could talk to Andre and the guys, because there are some strange things going on in that church. If you're police, you should look into it, right?
We'll see. I prefer to remain non-committal. Yeah, I'll talk to
They're
them.
inside that thing there. Would be cool if you did. Was there something else? You know, anodic.
You know, it's actually
cathodic
kind of a
music
pulse of my
that's made of
experience of just taking on
electronic instruments.
so much. Like what?
Synthesizers and tape consoles. Microcomputers too. Anything that uses electricity, but isn't guitars. Also found sounds, stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
You see clear, beautiful, violent flashes of light.
Got bright.
Light cutting through a smoke-filled darkness.
Interesting.
That is what the future will look like. If it ever comes.
But church then, I had another question.
Go ahead.
Nothing. That's it for now.
Okay, bye.
She's not even wearing the hat I gave her. Logic, -1 suggestion. Alright, bum hat, you're going back on. I'll find more. But before I go into here, I am looking at the time. It is time to log off for the evening. I know it was a little bit of a short one, but I got a late start. But with that, thank you all for being here. I appreciate appreciate hanging out. This game, it's a little bit of a slow plank, but I do think it'll pick up once we get through the days. But yeah, thank you for being here. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. We'll be back on the Elden Ring trek. Take it easy, folks.